Assalamu alaikum friends, how are you? It has been reliably learnt that those who have applied for the ticket of the PTI have to pay more than 10 millions rupees to its chairman or the party for the sake of the ticket. And even then maybe the ticket is not assured, you may have to pay more than 10 millions. But more than 10 million just to show the seriousness in the ticket. And it must be remembered that the election campaign here in Pakistan has become very expensive now. People are spending crores and crores of rupees, maybe 30 millions, 40 millions, 50 millions, more than 50 millions. Plenty of money is being spent on the election campaign as well. Now, those who have paid more than 10 million just for the sake of ticket to its chairman or the party, and then have consumed, bear the expenses of some 40, 50 million on the election campaign. Once they become a lawmaker, once they become the MPAs, once they become the member of the assembly, what these people will be doing over there, if at all suppose they have spent more than 10 million to the party, to the chairman, 40, 50, 60 millions in the campaign, and some 70, 60, 80 millions in total, or maybe 100 millions in total. What will they be doing while sitting in the assembly during the 5 years? Willn't they be doing everything else they can to somehow earn equal or even more money out of that? I think it is their business maybe. They invest money in this manner, and then they multiply their wealth once they become the member of the parliament, once they become the member of the assembly. They get back their money with a huge amount of interest, maybe more profit than any other sector here in Pakistan can give them. Now the question is that what we can do, if at all this is the situation, what a commoner in Pakistan can do in that respect. I believe that the commoners can do just one thing, and that one thing is not at all, they shouldn't be voting for somebody who is spending huge amount of money on their campaign and who have paid big money to their party leadership. These people should not be given the vote at all. Our vote must not be costed for that at all. For the people like this one, because they pay big money to the leadership first, and then on the campaign, and then they multiply the money. How can they do this? Only it is the public funds, the money which must be spent on the public, becomes hijacked, and these few, maybe lesser than 1% of the people, these assembly members, they consume all those resources by lawful and unlawful mean. It is far better, far more important for a commoner to vote somebody who is a better human being, who is more sensible and responsible person out of the commoners, out of the common people, so that they don't have to pay money at all to the for the sake of the ticket, and they don't have to spend big amount of money on the election campaign. Now, if at all these people become the member of the assembly, what they will be doing, I think it is far better, far easier, for these people to work for the welfare of the general public and not to focus and not to concentrate upon their own earnings. We, the people of Pakistan, should try to understand this extremely important factor, because if at all we don't understand it, who is going to bear all that losses and trouble? It is only the general public of Pakistan. As for those the parties are concerned, as for those candidates are concerned, I think they are just getting richer and more richer. Their life is becoming more and more comfortable, more and more luxurious. But the general public, I think they are losing everything else. So for that reason, at least we can stop all that by just practicing just one thing, and that one thing is never vote for somebody who has spent money on the purchase of the ticket first and have spent big amount of money on the election campaign for themselves. It is far better to vote somebody who is an honest and a reasonable person out of the commoners, out of the general public of Pakistan. And then, not only that we do have to vote for them, rather we need to take we need to hold them accountable as well, that what you people are doing, what you should have been doing, we need to hold them accountable as well. We need to keep an eye upon those people. But it is far better and far easier to keep an eye upon those people, for the reason that they belong to the class of commoners. And if at all later on they try to become the people, the rest of the politicians, the older politicians in the member assembly, I think they should be taught a lesson again by totally withdrawing our support to these people. And if at all they know and they make believe that we will be thrown out if at all we don't concentrate and focus upon the solution of the general public instead of accumulating money, I think this is the very right way.